Hello everybody, Godzilla McComb 2000 here. Okay, watching Spider-Man No Way Home twice actually helps me out. Now, I actually did love this movie. Of course, I heard the rumors of Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire coming in, so that was a God-given true fact from the Cosmic Wonder. Thank you so much, dude, for the info. That was a great helpful tip to know like who the Spider-Man are, but we didn't know if they were going to be going back in their original suits until in the movie. And I'm glad Sony and Marvel didn't say or spill any information like if they were going to be Spider-Man until you saw the movie, which was a good fact. Uh, oh, this will be tricky. But yeah, anyway, we started the movie as the last one as Spider-Man away far from home ended, where Mysterio revealed Peter's identity, and and now Peter's life is, let's just say, raise the middle finger. Let's just say middle finger up, because I'm not gonna say it. It's screwed up, so he they all work and try and build a life, even though they're friends with Spider-Man. Like, J. Jonah Jameson couldn't shut his bloody mouth. And I'm glad they got the actor who played Jameson from the Sam Raimi trilogy into this one. Because you have to get the guy that played Jonah from Sam Raimi into the new one. Because it's only funny. And actually, I did enjoy seeing more of John J. Jonah Jameson because it felt like he was just a side character in Sam Raimi trilogy. He was only there to give Peter money for photos of Spider-Man. And here's the thing: in the original Sam Raimi trilogy, Jameson doesn't even know Peter is Spider-Man, and yet he still wonders how on earth could he have gotten those photos. But Peter makes up some lame ass excuses in the original trilogy, but that's off topic. So anyway, after they keep getting screwed over by the MIT, yeah, the MIT is in this movie. They all decide, you know what, just forget about MIT. But they got Flash Thompson's hair different, and I actually like it because um shit, because Flash Thompson's always had yellow hair. But when they had him have black hair, and then they decided, I think the actor decided to dye his hair yellow just for this movie to make it feel like it's gonna be a big homage movie or something. That was fantastic move. Anyway, Peter tries to live his life being as Parker and as Spider-Man. That don't work out. So he goes to Doctor Strange. And I remember in the trailer, Wong says, Strange, don't cast that spell. I heard that in the trailer, but in the movie, it was it was removed. Like, I think they should have left it in the movie. Saying, Strange, don't cast that spell. And then they removed the part where Strange does this. I'm like, what? there were a couple spots where they were missing um parts from the trailer, but you know what? That's fine. That's all good. It's good in my book. As you can tell, I'm not fully awake. I'm just waking up doing this review. I know I'm like super late on doing this review. Should have done it on the day I saw it. But anyway, let's see here. What else can we do? What else can we do? What? But yeah, after Peter keeps asking Strange to keep people in where they know him as Spider-Man, Strange's spell starts breaking up. Now, right here, this part is spoiler warning. I'm gonna spoil who. If you have seen this movie, you kind of know what I'm going for. But if you have not seen Spider-Man No Way Home, this video is a spoiler. This whole video is a spoiler. If you're waiting to buy this movie on YouTube and on DVD, you should have been out of this video. But if you want to risk hearing what I've got to say about this movie, stay and get spoiled. But yeah, this has been your one and only spoiler alert. Anyway. Anyway, the spell goes completely wrong, but it's contained. The problem is now we are getting visitors from other universes, meaning alternate universes did exist, but in the Sam Raimi and Andrew Garfield series, they didn't exist. But both Peters thought it was possible. But here in the Home series, they do exist. We've confirmed that. Yeah. So when Peter calls Flash and flashes, I'm taking a huge risk even talking to you. Yeah, anyone who talks to Spider-Man or is even friends with Spider-Man cannot get into MIT, which is screwed up. How do you get to not be in MIT if you work your brains and butts off, but you're still friends or talking to Spider-Man? How do you do that? How do you get booted from MIT just because you're friends and talking to Spider-Man? Like, I get that Jameson said that he's public enemy number one in the movie, but do you realize all Mysterio showed no proof that Spider-Man killed him? It was the drones that killed Mysterio. And here's the thing. He altered the footage. I swear I think the footage of Mysterio being killed was altered heavily. So where it implies that Peter takes the fall and Mysterio gets off the hook free, saying he was a hero. When in the last Spider-Man film, Far From Home, he was the antagonist. So how come Mysterio gets a free pass and Peter is left as the bad guy? Think about that for a moment. Watch Far From Home and then you'll see what I mean. But anyway, we got Murdock. You know, the Daredevil. He's Peter's lawyer in this movie, which is fun. We got another Marvel character in a different Marvel movie. My God, I was so pumped when I saw this movie. But yeah, then we get to the bridge scene, and for those who spoiled that scene, how dare you? How fucking dare you spoil the Doc Ock fight? Yeah, we get to see Doc Ock. We get to see the Lizard. We get to see Electro. We get to see Electro in his kind of like in his comic outfit, but he uses the arc reactor right here or right here to make the mask of the comic outfit. And after Peter like connects to the tentacles because of the nanotech that was placed on them, he actually isn't like it was fucking hilarious. If you guys see it on YouTube, fucking don't. Don't get yourself spoiled by someone showing the Doc Ock fight. But it's like this. Peter was actually controlling the arms that Doc Ock had put on his back to help save the lady that works for MIT. Which was funny. He had one of them wrap around Doc Ock. But we hear familiar cackling. Sorry. Terrible Willem Dafoe impression. But we get Goblin. Okay, Doc Ock, Goblin, Lizard, Electro, Sandman. We get 5 different great villains that that 2 Spider-Men have fought in their own movies. 3 from the Sam Raimi trilogy, and 2 from the Andrew Garfield duology. So yeah, of course I'm gonna be hyped as hell when I see Goblin and then I see Willem Dafoe bash the mask into pieces, and then he just walks to Feast, and then he just says, "I need Spider-Man's help. My son's not here. My company's not here." Like, oh my god. Oh my god, like it was so funny seeing Willem Dafoe play his role again after all this time. I thought actors who don't play their role for a long time would actually be out of character, out of sync with what they did back in their film debut. Like when their film debuts happened, they were new to it and they got used to it very quickly. But after being out of it for like over 20 years or so, boom, they're back in character, back in sync, and they act like they never missed a beat. Yep, I'm telling you the truth. They never missed a beat of how they treated their film adaptations, and they tried their best to stay in character. Saying like, "Who the hell are you?" And then Peter asks, "Who are you, really?" Dr. Otto Octavius. And then MJ, Ned, and Peter just sit there laughing like, no, really, what's your real name? It was funny to see Flint Marko again. Flint Marko, but his only real human appearance was when he was cured. But it was funny to hear him sound his role again. It was funny, and Electro was like, with us relying on technology and electricity so much, Electro had like so much power in the movie. Like it felt like I was jittering in the seat. Like my hyperness was controlled, but it wanted to explode just like Stranger's Spell. So yeah, of course this movie was throwing callbacks, homages, and giving the fans what they wanted. We almost got a Sinister Six movie. If you guys do not believe me, the Sinister Six composes of Doc Ock, the Lizard, Electro. We got most of the characters that form the Sinister Six that hate Spider-Man so much in this movie. We were just one character short. We were just one character short. And if you are a comic nerd and you know about the Sinister Six, let me know what it is down in the comment section below, and I will check that comment and see. And I will check the internet and see if that character is right. But yeah, also, yeah, when Strange is about to return them to their different dimension, return them all to their dimensions, and just freaking let them get killed again. What? So Doctor Strange wants the people that just arrived in their dimension to go back to their own universes and get killed. I'm like, Doc, you're fucking saying some nasty shit that normally an antagonist would say. Let them go back to their own universes and get themselves killed. And you wanna know? Peter says, no, Doc, Doctor Strange, we can help them. We can help them cure. I can help cure these people. And actually, that was working. I'm not gonna lie. They take Aunt May. No, I can't talk about Aunt May. Anyway, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. Right after Peter's spider senses were going batshit insane, batshit crazy alarms going off in his head saying there is a traitor in the group of people who Peter is trying to help cure. And he fixes Doc Ock's arms. Like he deactivates the remote connection to the arms. And the arm gives back Peter the Iron Spider part that he took. I'm not kidding. The Iron Spider piece that was taken from Peter was given back to Parker. But they had to go to Happy's place where there's a Tony Stark. There's a Stark Industries fabricator that had the arc reactor's power going. And Osborn was like so ecstatic, and I mean super ecstatic to see that there was something that could literally like you could touch while it was in computer form, and just like, cool. If you ever need a job at a place, drop by Oscorp in my universe. How can he just jump to another universe and apply for a job at Oscorp? But yeah, he was actually psyched to see like how Peter could help build Doc's new microchip for the arms that quickly. He had to scan the piece that fried and then make like another version. Just imagine it's in my hand, and then just put pieces together for Doc. And Doc says, "Get your stupid science project off me!" And then when he puts it in, Doc doesn't have those screeching sounds in his head. It's quiet. It's pure quiet in his head. He's like, I forgot what this feels like. Not having nothing screech in my head. What the fuck? And the arms do exactly as he says. Give me a moment, guys. And the arms do exactly as he says. Sorry about that minor cutout, guys. It's been a while since I live streamed on my phone. But yeah, the arm gives back the piece of Star Trek that it took from Peter earlier. Then he starts finding a way to cure everyone, including Electro. But then Goblin shows up out of nowhere with that purple hoodie. His comic counterpart. Again, great callback, Marvel and Sony. Awesome callback to how he was in the Sinister Six files. Awesome work. But yeah, basically Goblin told them, these aren't curses, these are gifts. You do what you want with these gifts. So Electro, Sandman, and Goblin all escape. And Lizard was in the freaking feast truck all this time, and he escapes. So 4 out of 5 of them escape through the city, and Peter has to find a way to cure them, but he doesn't know how to cure Osborn. He doesn't know how to cure the Lizard. He does know how to, and I don't think he knows how to cure Flint Marko, but he does know how to cure Electro. God forbid me knows how he knows. But anyway, so when MJ is about to push the button to send them back to get themselves killed again, I don't think Kirk Connors ever dies in his film. He just goes to jail. Yeah, if you haven't seen the first Amazing Spider-Man movie, he just goes to jail. So yeah, he's one of them that also survives in their fight with Spider-Man. But anyway, the others. But yeah, then Ned was like doing this, and then somehow he said, "Find Peter Parker," and then it just popped open a portal and a Spider-Man came through, and you are not gonna believe who came through. Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Yes, I jumped. I jumped when I saw Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. And then when Ned did it again, find Peter Parker. A portal pops up right behind them, and the original trilogy maker himself came back. Tobey Maguire. But then they were like, and it was like, oh my god, 2 Spider-Man fighting themselves. Two Spider-Man fighting themselves, and they shooting their webs at each other, and then Ned's mom says, can you guys clean up the webs you shot? Thank you. I don't even know what language she was speaking. To be flat out honest with y'all. But yeah. The 2 Spider-Man that I wanted to see in theaters again after all this time came back. And then when Peter was at the MIT, at his high school roof, the other 2 soon followed immediately, MJ and Ned. Whoa, what the fuck is going on with my stream? Anyway, I forgot where I was. But yeah. Oh yeah, I remember. Both Spider-Man show up and they're trying to tell Tom Holland's Peter Parker slash Spider-Man how it's not easy living two lives. And I don't, and guys, sorry for that. I don't know why the power in my house just went out or something. The power went out, so that's why I was recording for a little bit. But anyway, just to wrap all this up, all three Spider-Man fight the remaining four people, the remaining four opponents: Goblin, Sandman, Electro, and Lizard. And they actually developed a cure for all of them. Even though Andrew Garfield, Peter Parker already came up with a cure for Lizard, he just remade the serum. But probably where the formula is permanent now, where he never, even if he takes the serum to become the Lizard again, it's just gonna reject the Lizard injection. But anyway, yeah, everyone's cured. Even Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde scenario is gone. Yep, everyone's cured, and they're all sent back to their dimension, their own dimension, and then Peter asks Strange to have the entire world forget he was Spider-Man. That means even undoing the spell that he wanted so bad. Even the spell he wanted done so bad, he said, you know what? Strange, just wipe everyone's mind from me being Spider-Man. And then it kind of feels like we start the PS4, PS5 Spider-Man game where the guy says rent's due in a month. And then we see him like build a costume, kind of like we see him build a brand new costume. We see him build a brand new costume, and it looks fantastically funny. I am not going to lie, it felt fun. It looked funny. It was funny AF. But then there's the mid-credit scene where even Eddie Brock and Venom are sent back, but there's a small bit of the symbiote still in the home universe where Tom Holland's Spider-Man is. So we could potentially be seeing a fourth. I don't even know if Marvel and Sony have come up with a name for the next Spider-Man movie, but I know it's going to be featuring that symbiote piece. That's literally just a small fraction of it. It's just enough to fill Peter Parker's suit. You guys remember how a small portion of it did in Sam Raimi universe? It made an entire suit. And then when it got on to Eddie, it produced even more. And then it was like from a small piece of symbiote to like 3 humans stacked on top of each other, high symbiote suit. But yeah, we're probably going to be seeing another Spider-Man movie, but I think it's going to be Spider-Man 4. Welcome Home. I think that's what the title might be called. I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Sorry it took me so long. I was trying to figure out a perfect way to review this without having a script. Because I know my last review didn't go so well with that. But yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I will see you